Well, it's Friday, so I decided I wanted to play some Discard. Discard Friday, of course. So we're playing Liliana as our commander. I haven't played commander in a long time. I don't know. You could probably go in through my videos and see when the last time I actually did a commander video. But I haven't done it in a while, so figured we're about due for a commander deck, right? A little bit of Brawl up in here. So we're doing Liliana of the Veil, old card, but we're here for it. We're doing it a little differently than we did last time because now we have a lot of Lilianas in here. We kind of go in like Liliana Tribal almost, but not really because it's a 100 card deck. So unless we had 100 Lilianas, but we do have the Dreadhorde General. We have the Death's Majesty. We have Liliana Vess, which actually is kind of a better effect than the Liliana of the Veil, to be honest. Just to target player discards a card. The reason I had Liliana of the Veil as the commander is because she costs like 3. And I feel like we can get the commander out pretty early. So we always have something to get on turn 3. And it's just good to have removal on a commander. You just keep doing it. We have the... Where's the other Lilianas? We got Liliana Walker of the Dead. Each player discards a card. Each opponent who can't loses 3 life. Pretty nice. It's also removal. And since we are discarding with Liliana of the Veil, we will have stuff in the graveyard. So... and then at the beginning of combat on your turn, put a creature card from the graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. It gains haste. So if we get to 7, that's what we do. We have Liliana of the Dark Realms. Whoa, Liliana looking hot here. Watch out, guys. Search your library for a swamp card. Reveal it. You can get more swamps with this, and then play your commander more. Target creature gets +X or -X until the end of the turn, where X is the number of swamps you control. That's pretty good. I like that. And then you get an emblem with swamps you control have tap to add 4 mana, which I don't think we're ever going to really care to get to that one, but it's really just like ramping, getting more swamps. We do have snow-covered swamps in here because we do have Blood on the Snow. Blood on the Snow is a great card, especially in this deck where we can destroy all Planeswalkers and get our Planeswalker back. But, it's there to be a board wipe of sorts. We also have the regular board wipes, the Villainous Wraths of the world. We have the Deadly Cover-Ups of the world. I didn't put the Crux of Fate in here. Didn't care. Didn't really want to. We have Invoke Despair. Invoke Despair's back. Yay! We get to play that finally again. And another one that we really like is Hopeless Nightmare. Haven't been able to play that for a while in Standard, so playing it here. It is discard. A lot of stuff in the 99 really doesn't matter for discard because we are going to be discarding with Liliana. So we have discard on board like anytime we need to. So we were a little lighter on the Discord in the 99. But in the 99, we do have ways to kind of capitalize on the discard that we do have on the Liliana. So we have Tinybones, the Pickpocket, which can play stuff from our opponent's graveyard. We have yet another Tinybones up in here. So when they discard the card, we can actually play that card. We also have the only... Where is he? Graveyard Trespasser, so we can actually gain life from the graveyard. We can take our opponent's creatures out of the graveyard, gain some life, they lose some life, put a little more pressure on there. We do have Braids in here. I don't know why I put Braids in. I guess because there was a lot of like discard creatures like Virus Beetle and Nezumi Informant and Hecteyes and Burglar Rat. And I just felt like they're better for some kind of like resource than actually attacking. So if we needed to sacrifice something, we would do that. We also have like Eaten Alive where we can sacrifice a creature as well. So if we need to, we can sacrifice one of those smaller creatures if we need to. Waste Knot's in here. We can create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. We also create zombie creature tokens with one of the Lilianas, Death Majesty. So that's more sacrifice fodder as well if we need it. We have the Virtue of Persistence here so that we can have more removal, more life gain, and better yet, get stuff out of the graveyard because we do want to bring back our stuff that makes them discard if they have cards in their hand. Some people will just draw like a million cards, and it's just annoying when you're playing a discard deck and your opponent is just drawing. We do have the Entropic Battlecruiser in here just in case. We love that when our opponent discards a card, they lose 3 life. That's pretty awesome. Is that 3 life? Did I just see that right? Yeah, 3 life. That's a lot of life to lose when you discard a card. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Entropic Battlecruiser online with the +1. The +1's all you really need. You don't really need the +8. We actually prefer not to have the +8 to put it in danger. The +1 is really good. especially with this little thing we like to use called Bandit's Talent. And Bandit's Talent, obviously, if makes your opponent want to keep cards in their hand, because if they have one or fewer cards, they lose 2 life every turn. So they want to keep cards in their hand. But if they keep cards in their hand, then they're prone to discarding cards, and then Entropic Battlecruiser will make them lose 3 life. So it becomes a question: do I want to lose 3 life? Do I want to lose 2 life? You know, do I want to use these cards? Do I want to lose these cards? You know, a lot of decisions to be made there. We also have Oppression. Whenever a player casts a spell, that player discards a card. That includes myself. I know that. I understand that. We play this when we don't have anything else in the hand, you know? So that, like, at each turn, if we're top decking, we're playing that card. Especially with our Liliana. Our commander makes us discard anyway, so we kind of want to use every card that we have and then have nothing in our hand when we, like, each player discards a card, because we have to discard a card anyway. So we want to get value out of that. Instead of just having equal value, we want to get, like, more value. We want to use the card that's in our hand and then make them discard, you know? So, yeah. So that's, a lot of that going on. So there's a lot of two-way streets here. I put Oppression in because, if the opponent wants to, this forces them to discard a card. Whereas we do also have Painful Quandary in here, which they can choose to discard a card. Did I say draw before? I meant discard. If I said draw, I apologize. Discard. They can choose to discard a card, but if they don't, they lose 5 life. So a little bit of a trade-off for the mana value there. I do like both these cards very much. Painful Quandary, I think, is much better, though, because, 5 times and they're dead, 4 times and they're dead sometimes. We have the Sheldred, also a great commander. You can even like put this as the commander if you want. We have done a Sheldred commander before. Just having removal on a commander is insane. I think that is one of the best things that you can have. And we have Gix Yawgmoth Praetor, so we can draw cards in case we're like attacking with the little guys. If we get like 1 or 2 damage in, we can draw some more cards. But probably not needed. Braids and Gix probably not needed. They could probably be traded out for something better, but like 100 cards, you might never even get to them, but they might actually work, The Skull Raid, target opponent discards 2 cards. If fewer than 2 cards were discarded, you draw cards equal to the difference. So you can actually use this when they have no cards in their hand, which is really nice. Something a lot of the other cards that make them discard 2 cards don't do, which is the reason for the 1 extra mana that this will cost, as opposed to like Seeker's Folly. But if the opponent's playing a lot of 1/1 tokens, Seeker's Folly is the choice here. But we have both of them, so that's cool. And then Raider's Wake. Whenever an opponent discards a card, that player loses 2 life. I love that. Gonna make our opponent, want to not keep cards in their hand, which is good. Other than that, we got the Momentum Breaker, Long Goodbye. We got Feed the Cycle, Bitter Triumphs, Orcish Bowmasters. Orcish Bowmasters is here, and we also have, what's the other one? Sheldred the Apocalypse. Where is she at? There we go. There she is. Because we want to punish our opponent for drawing cards, because one of the worst things, that I've said this before, you're playing a discard deck, and your opponent just draws a bunch of cards. That's horrible, because it's kind of undoing what we've done. So if they do that, we want to punish them for it. So Sheldred, Orcish Bowmasters, here we are. Make a big old creature, do some damage, all that good stuff. We also have Intimidation Tactics, Malakir Rebirth. We have Ruthless Negotiation, Eaten Alive, Duress, Dark Ritual, because if in the off chance that you get this in your opening hand, you've got your commander turn 1, which is nice. And that might just cause your opponent to just quit the game immediately, so which is cool. Takenuma Abandoned Mire, discard this card, mill 3 cards, return a creature or a planeswalker card from your graveyard to your hand. So there are times where Liliana will die and you'll leave it in there. You'll leave it in the graveyard with Blood on the Snow and or Takenuma if you have that. So keep that in mind. It is sometimes good to leave it in the graveyard. But if you don't know that this is coming on the horizon, I wouldn't do it. But, kind of have to have that premonition. We also have Obnixilis. Whenever an opponent draws a card, it deals 1 damage to that player. Also, we can destroy a target creature. Its controller draws 2 cards. Yes, counteractive to what we are doing. But if you just put this out in a pinch and you have to destroy something, you could destroy a creature, make them draw 2 cards, and then hopefully maybe you have like Rankle's Prank or Seeker's Folly in their hand. Like you can get it. You can undo what you've done and still destroy the creature. In the meantime, whenever they draw cards with that, they're losing some life. So more punishment for drawing cards. The Waste Knot. Yeah, we are adding black. We are adding. We're drawing a card. This is a really good card if you're building a discard deck. Waste Not needs to be in there. I really feel like that is one of the things that you must do. And there's probably a bunch of cards that must be in here, but some of them I probably forgot. 100 cards. You know, it's hard to think of all of them. Other than that, I think that is pretty much all I wanted to talk about. There's Phyrexian Arena, Rush of Dread, Soul Transfer, stuff that's just kind of utility stuff that doesn't necessarily need to be in here for the strategy, but helps the deck nonetheless. You know, removal and whatnot. And Iron Crag. I don't know why the Iron Crag is in here. Like our commander is not mana intensive, but I guess it could help us cast one of our other planeswalkers much sooner if we needed to. So there is that as well. And then, yeah. So that's all. We got the Pit of Offerings, Demolition Field, Field of Ruin, Midgar, just to draw some cards, Bojuka Bog. So we have the Pit of Offerings and Bojuka Bog here, so we can exile graveyards, just in case our opponent is doing graveyard shenanigans. So we always need to do that. We did not put Leyline of the Void in here, as I normally would, but being a 100-card deck, the likelihood of us getting in our opening hand, probably not so good. And there's never been a time where I've drawn that card and said, "Oh my god, great, we got this." You know, like I just feel like if you're playing a regular game, you can have 4 of them in your deck. You know, maybe put 2 or 3 of them in there if you're looking for it hard. You know, you just want to like counteract your opponent. But a singleton format with 100 cards, we're not going to find it in our opening hand often. I just don't want it, you know, because it's just not one of those cards where I really hope that, you know, I see when I draw it late game, you know, because it does nothing when you put it out there, you know. So we do have the Bojuka Bog to exile graveyards and Pit of Offerings to exile a few things that might be problematic later on. So Sorin is here, and I do believe we also have Ashiok. Yeah, there's a lot of planeswalkers in the deck. Planeswalkers by themselves are powerful, so should be good to go. And yeah, let's get into the games and see how the commander discard does. Opponent goes first. I guess we're going to keep this. We have enough to play the Walker of the Dead. Pretty good. Okay. Target player discards a card. I like that. Search your library for a card, in case we need like some kind of board wipe. Just get that tutor. Put it on the top. Put it on top of our deck. Alright, opponent. Are we playing Magic? That is the question. That absolutely is the question. We're keeping. Too many lands not to keep. Although I don't think I'm going to use the Momentum Breaker unless they have another creature. Then we gotta, because we have too many edict effects, so we're gonna have to keep their field clean so we can do something with. Oh, they mullied, a little mulligan. All right. Chrome Mox, sure. There's another land, baby. Okay, well, that's gone. That is definitely gone, my friend. Only. Oops. I guess. Alright, cool, man. I'll take it. You go first. Okay. I'm cool with that. We're going to use this as a land here. Forgot that was a land. Haha. Manicure Rebirth. We can feed the cycle. We can Waste Not. Really want to get that Waste Not out, but we might not. Might not have a chance right now. We don't know. They're playing Sheldred, so I assume they're going to make us draw. The waste knot might not be good with that. Alright, let's see what they do. I'm interested. I'm interested in seeing what they do. Yeah, I think I'm gonna waste not here if they don't do anything else. Yeah, buddy. Waste not, my friend. I think it's actually going to be that one. Hell yeah, baby. Underworld Dreams. Okay. Let's make him discard again.
Don't overthink things.
Play that now. Why not? Get that out of there. Attack. There you go. We have just enough for Feed the Cycle, but I think I'm going to use Shelter's Edict because this is a targeted removal and this is, you know, of their choice. It's going to be creature, so yeah. Opponent can play their commander here. Just saying. Graveyard Trespasser. They want to target the Graveyard Trespasser. They have to discard a card. They give me some stuff here. We do draw with the, and we get 1 damage dealt to us. So there is that. But we did gain the life, so you know. We got rid of a creature. Opponent angry? Okay. They just had a slow start. That's the problem. They didn't really do anything turn 1 and 2, but set up. And it allowed me to build kind of a board here. And if they would have been able to get something out turn 1 and 2 that was like impactful, we probably wouldn't be winning this match here because Sheldred is a very, very, very powerful card. As simple as the effect and creature is, it's a very, very powerful card. Insanity. Okay, so they just waste their whole turn doing nothing, and it's my turn. I will draw. Yeah, we're gonna make them discard. They're probably gonna sit here and do nothing because they're mad. They're big mad. Why you gotta be big mad, bro? Aw, poor baby. They're literally roping in commander. Like, what are we like? What? It's so funny that you're casually playing this game and you're like getting mad over it. It's like, who cares, man? Either just concede or just play the game out, you know? I'm sure they have something in their hand they can do. We're getting rid of the Shelby, by the way. I don't think we need that one. Well, we'll see. Wait, no, we have to pick before we yeah, unfortunate.
I'm tired of your secrets.
They're not choosing though, right? Okay. My graveyard. I will take my own thing out. Alrighty. We get to actually separate. I mean, yeah, opponents just checked out. That's it. No more. All right, guys, moving on to the next game because opponent is not here anymore and we just won this match. All right, let's go. You go first. Ew. I don't like this hand though. A mulligan. It's a free mulligan. That's better, actually. We're gonna keep that. Hello. Hi. People say hello and then they rope you when they're mad. I don't like that. On turn 4, we might Ubnixel. We might Bajuka Bog. Gold Steel Heart. Possibly.
But I'm taking the credit when we win. We all have things we'd rather.
Let's get rid of that. Omniscience. Interesting. Evolving Wilds? Alright, they still have 3 mana though. Pretty sure Bojuka Bog is where you want to be right now. Get that out of the graveyard. Replicating Ring. Alright. Okay. Get rid of that.
I've always hated crowds.
Attack. We're gonna decline actually because you kind of win like this. Toxic 1, baby. Golos. All right. So, I guess I'm just going to do this. Take action.
Ah, one of your friends has to leave.
Play it again.
This is my home, and I
Discard.
don't appreciate it. Don't overthink things.
Decline. And then we will Bajuka Bog for sure. Tally! What'd they get of ours? Evolve Sleeper. Ugh. That's fine. Doppelgang? Yeah, they can't play it. But they didn't really get much here. So we're gonna do this. Up to 1 target creature gets -2, -1 until your next turn.
I've come for answers. Soon nothing. Sacrifices must be made.
And then we're gonna exile your graveyard. And we're gonna attack you. And we're gonna decline that. We also have Obnixilis the Hate Twisted here. Okay, they're at 11. Here's the Golos. from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, do that.
You can quit at any time.
It really doesn't matter because we're just gonna. Yeah, let's do that. We draw 2 cards. Decline. They're going to actually lose a life, and then we win with the Rankle's Prank no matter what. All right, cool. Nyx Bloom Ancient. Okay. Okay. They were able to play everything? Awesome. And they were able to do everything. But the question of the day. Was it enough? No, it is not. Opponent goes first. 4. Oh, wow. 4 mana? Gross. Yeah, we're keeping this. Alrighty. We can Hopeless Nightmare? That's so cool. Arcane Signet, sure. I think we're just gonna do this. Make him discard. So we got the Aclazotz. I don't know if we want to. I think we want to keep the Hopeless Nightmare in our hand to discard to Liliana, because I think the Aclazotz is going to help us here. We have the mana to play it later, so that's pretty good. Draw 2 cards, lose 2 life. Sure. Let's go. I want to keep the land. So in Commander, you want to kind of keep all the lands you can. Of course, that being said, we do have a lot of them. Blood on the Snow. Nice. A fellow Blood on the Snower, eh? Alright. Orcish Bowmasters. Uh-oh. Okay. That's not good. Take action. Alright, well, let's kill this. And let's make him discard. Hive of the Eye Tyrant might be a problem. I will pay the 3 life. I don't want to discard anything else. They have the mana to play this multiple times now. So, that is a problem. Okay, let's see it to believe it. Let's go that, and that. Yeah, I never want to see those in this game again. Ever, ever, ever. Yep. Let's kill that. It's a card's cost, too. So, like, not just creatures. Ah. Now they lost their land for a turn, unless they have another one. Does it come back later at the end of the turn? Oh, it comes back now. Alright, that was a good play by the opponent. Pretty nice. Yeah, I guess we're gonna do this. Exile, sacrifice a creature. Plane block. Alright. Next turn, I could Aclazotz into Eaten Alive and kill it again. We want to get it out of range of, like, doing anything here. Take action. Fine. We're only one away from playing it again.
Off you go.
Okay. 6 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have it. Okay. They're losing so much life here, though. And permanent dies or is put into exile. Okay. Actually. That's better. Because we don't have to sacrifice the creature. Okay. We're going to gain some life, though. They are too, but that's fine. Uh-huh. Deadly cover-up. That's fine. Draw. It comes back. But now they just, like, have nothing. Then we can pop this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bolus' Citadel is not great for us. That is definitely not great. Don't like that. Okay. Faster attackers. Okay. So, let's do this. Actually, yeah, my turn? Yeah, let's do this. Scry 2. I don't think either of those are going to matter right now. Liliana of the Veil, coming back for you, my friend.
Happy to help, but I'm taking the credit when we win. Whatever. Luck favors the foolish.
Take action. That is fine.
Sacrifices must be made.
Now they need 2 more mana. 8. No, they... Yeah, they do. Because they need... Yeah. Ah, okay. This has Death Touch as well. I don't like that. Okay, well. Transforming. Temple of the Dead. Yeah, Bolus' Citadel is a problem. However, they can't play things from the top of the deck. Oh. Oh, okay. That just killed them. I'll take it. You go first. Sure. We got 3 lands, so that's good. 3 awesome lands. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Enters tap. We'll play the Burglar Rat. More mana efficient, as they say. The mana efficiency. Mm-hmm. Not good. That's fine. Let's make him discard more cards. How about that?
No more distractions. Let's make this quick. Don't overthink.
We're not getting to that soon, so I'd rather keep the intimidation tactic. So what does this actually do? Put a card, exile with this artifact into your graveyard. If it's a land card, create a treasure token. Oh, okay. No attacks. I've been here before. Oh, they can just keep doing that? That's interesting. Alright. I've never seen this card before. Whoa, this is a whatchamacallit card? Streets of New Capenna commander card? I didn't know they actually printed those in Yeah, you sure can, dude. You're awesome.
You know, I think you look better as a corpse.
I don't know what we are doing. They have blue, so you know. Go ahead and use intimidation tactics, I guess. Maybe I should have cycled it next turn. I don't know. Well, maybe they have 3 creatures. I don't know. And they have no choice but to keep one in their hand. Brainstorm. Brainstorming it. Creature and I'll get rid of that. Got flash. They can play it now. Don't like that. Okay. Down to 21, we are up to 27. How do we get up to 27? Oh yeah, we use the virtue of persistence. How could I forget? To fairy. Oh no.
Here we
go. Target creature or planeswalker.
Really should have seen that coming.
Yes, they may do this.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
No attacks, because they can actually make a 2/2. Mm-hmm. I have to actually do this now. If they didn't do that, I could have -2'd and then... Yeah, okay, well... Could have -2'd and then brought it back and -2'd again. Got rid of all of it, but... What are you gonna do? Well, one more mana and we have the virtue. Yeah, this is dead now. Okie doke. I kind of need a Seeker land. I hate that stuff, man. That fake card stuff. Gross. Yes, sir. They just happen to have that in their opening hand, too. That's insane. Okay.
It's my cue to leave.
We're gonna take action. Watch, we're gonna draw blood on the snow. Seek a non-land. That's like, what? That is not a real thing that would ever happen. Alright, yeah. We have enough mana for this. Let's do it. Yeah, it's for their own commander, but it just happens to work well against us. I think that's the issue. Oracle of the Alpha. Oh, let's just conjure the power 9. All right, I'm not playing fake magic. Come on. Come on, I'm not playing fake magic. This is ridiculous. Opponent goes first. With the Hecteyes, we know Hecteyes ruins marriages. Let's go. Okay. Hecteyes is going to do it. Discard a freaking card. Doot 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 doo. Heroic intervention, nice. Yeah, we can keep that. Take that. Take that damage. Fine.
Make this quick. I'm bored already.
Discard your hand. Okay. Go ahead and do that.
Let me pick your brain for a minute.
We're gonna counter it. Okay. Take action. Well, I still got them. I still got the hand.
Ugh,
So that's
what
good.
a whiner.
How do they always have the freaking? All right. Mm-hmm.
All I've left you is pain.
Vorinclex. Okay. All right, let's ruthless negotiate. That's fine. And then let's forage and kill that.
Struggling?
Mm-hmm. Silverback Elder. Okay.
Ooh, sorry. Not really. This has been a waste of my time.
All right, so they're gonna. Okay. They're gonna do the thing. I'm gonna kill everything. Hello? Why was that staying there? Let's see. 3 cards in the graveyard.
Seize the day, my
Kill that.
Let death embrace you.
Now it costs 6. Cityscape Leveler. That's
I'll
fine.
be even more powerful next
Sacrifice it.
I've always hated crowds.
And we can do that. That's pretty cool too. Awesome. That goes away though. So they really didn't do much.
Luck favors the foolish, after all. I'm not just feared, I'm respected.
Make him discard again.
This is boring.
Essence capture. Nice. Okay. Chromatic Lantern. Okie dokie. Make you discard or make you sacrifice.
Off you go.
No one owns me.
All right, we got stuff. We can do stuff now. Boy, they just keep having the. Keep having it, huh? All right. Can we do this? Like that. Like that. All right. Make them lose half their life. Make them lose half their creatures. Target player discards a card.
I will live, but I am not. I'm tired. of
Let's go. Can I not do this? It's gotta be one in a black. Yeah, we could do that. Hey, thanks for those. I don't know why it was coming up yellow. Kind of confusing. Mm-hmm. Get on out of here. Just get on out of here.
I've always hated crowds.
Let's search our library for a card. How about that? Okay. Was wondering how long they were gonna wait there before they gave up.